From the Detroit Free Press in the heart of the Motor City, it's Thursday, December 23rd. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
This is Emma Stein for the Detroit Free Press. Nearly a year ago, a Christmas Day fire engulfed Demika Pinson's house and claimed the lives of two of her sons. Two of her other children were badly burned and spent time in the hospital. This time of year isn't easy, she said. It's hard to be in the holiday spirit when it's a reminder of who she's lost, but she's trying to stay strong for her children. Her entire life has changed, and the pain she feels is immeasurable. She said it's hard to go about day-to-day life when she misses them every day. She even misses having to nag them to behave. So far, they have a Christmas tree, and Pinson plans on doing a small memorial by releasing balloons, lighting candles, and having dinner with her family.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Amy Olive, the single Detroit mother of three, said an unexpected gift of $120 in cash changed her holiday and her life. And by the end of the day, she tracked down her mysterious benefactor, Ugly Sweater Elf. Through tears, she told the donor she appreciated his gift. Philip Tapia, 37, of Colorado, later claimed responsibility in a call with the Free Press for the envelope Olive found Tuesday morning on a bus bench at 7 Mile and Conant Street as she was heading to work at a gas station. The six $20 bills inside, she said, would bring her family much joy. The whole point of this thing is to pay it forward, Tapia said. I'm doing it as a kind gesture, not expecting anything in return. I'm just doing it to get people to want to do something good for somebody else. He acknowledged to the Free Press in a phone call he had much success placing envelopes of cash in Colorado Springs, where he lives, that he expanded his efforts to Detroit and other cities. The reason I chose Detroit is you guys really need some help, he added. You have the power to get this message out there. I don't need to be credited for it at all. I just want people to do something good for someone else. In a way, this holiday story and others like it shine a spotlight on the generosity and magic of Christmas, the childlike wonder to believe in goodness, especially when there's so many reasons to question it. It also tends to bring out the skeptics who point out Tapia is, of all things, an advertising executive. And, as he acknowledged, the envelopes are part of a campaign to generate publicity.
This is Todd Spangler, Washington correspondent for the Detroit Free Press. It's no secret to anyone who follows politics that wealthy donors and political friends of presidents often wind up getting highly prized jobs as ambassadors. Like Woody Johnson, the billionaire owner of the New York Jets. Former President Donald Trump made him ambassador to England. Or Colleen Bell, a producer of the soap opera The Bold and the Beautiful. Former President Barack Obama got her the ambassadorship in Hungary. The problem is that sometimes the folks who get these posts know little about diplomacy or the place they're going to be working. Two Michigan congressmen, Andy Levin and Peter Meyer, want to change that. They've introduced legislation that would force presidents to reveal to the Senate, which confirms ambassadors, whether someone with the U.S. Foreign Service is available for the slot instead. Presidents would also have to explain what their political appointees know about the other country's culture, language, and politics that qualifies them for the job. Also, any political donations going back 10 years would have to be disclosed. If such a measure were passed, it might not do away with political appointments, but at least it might require presidents to disclose up front whether the person is qualified or not.
For the Detroit Free Press, this is Joe Guillen. After 5 years in state prison for having sex with a minor, Charles Pugh is a free man. At about 8 a.m. on Wednesday, the former TV news anchor and Detroit City Council president was released from Bellamy Creek Correctional Facility in Ionia. He left with some books and other belongings, a prison spokesman said. Now a 50-year-old man, Pugh was sentenced to 5.5 to 15 years in prison in 2016 after he admitted to having sex with a teenage boy under the age of 16. He will have to complete 2 years of parole and register as a sex offender. Pugh also must abide by the terms of an internet use agreement and wear an electronic tether. Pugh was a weekend news anchor in Detroit before serving as city council president from 2010 until he resigned in 2013. He is the city's first openly gay elected official.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism and subscribe, go to freep.com/special offer.